What is up, guys? We are back with another episode of Stumped for Answers. How is everybody doing? It has been a long layoff for us. Pakistan cricket's been gone for about a month and a half, but cricket's been going. It's been some good test matches going on with England, India, West Indies, Australia. Vase, how are you?
All praise to Almighty Zed. Everything's well on my end. How's everything with you?
No, everything's good. Prepping for a wedding, so it's been a little stressful.
I
You
bet.
know how it goes. But we have Pakistan and Bangladesh T20 series going on. A quick three-match series in Bangladesh before Pakistan comes to the US to play West Indies. So Pakistan announced a relatively younger new squad for the Bangladesh series. So Vase, do you have any idea on why Pakistan would kind of go away from some of the winning guys that won in the last series against Bangladesh and trying out some new younger talent?
I think the focus point is quite simple. I think Pakistan cricket finally understands that you need to have depth, meaning you have a first string and then now you're gonna have a second string. So I welcome the idea that they're starting to find new talent and actually play them in international matches away from home conditions. So I think the mindset now is we don't want a repeat of what happened in the Champions Trophy, where, top order batsman goes down and you're scrambling and shuffling people within the playing 11 to find a new role when a tournament's happening. So I think the focus point is just that, just to have increased depth and just to have some players who have experience playing overseas in different conditions, away from home.
Yeah, no, great point. Like you said in the Champions Trophy, we had a couple of the openers like Fakar Zaman go out, and then we were scrambling having Saud Shakil open, who has never done that before. So it's nice to see some of the younger guys come in and get some experience, if need be, and have that bench strength that Pakistan needs. Like you see India, who has so many guys on the bench that if one guy goes in, it's a next man in kind of mentality. So we definitely need that. So I'll just go over the squad real quick, and then some of the notable additions and subtractions that happened. So obviously Salman Ali Agha is your captain, Abrar Ahmed, Ahmed Danyal, Fahim Ashraf, Fakar Zaman, Hassan Nawaz, Hussein Talat, Kushdil Shah, Abbas Afridi, Muhammad Haris, Muhammad Nawaz is back, Saibzada Farhan, Saim Ayub, and Sufyan Mukim. Um, that is the squad. And now, so I'll go over some of the guys that were removed from the squad or were left out. So Shadab Khan is out. He has a shoulder injury that he got a surgery for. Irfan Khan Niazi was left out. For some reason, Hassan Ali was left out after being the top wicket taker in the last series against Bangladesh. Mohammad Wasim was left out. Naseem Shah was left out. Shaheen Shah Afridi was left out. And Haris Rauf was left out due to injury. Now, the guys that were brought in, Ahmed Daniel, I think he's played maybe one or two games. Salman Mirza, who's a left arm pacer that was on Lahore Qalandars, that was showed some decent potential. He's uncapped, so they brought him in. Sufyan Mukim is back. Muhammad Nawaz, Babar Azam's best friend, is back, and Hussein Talat is
Yeah,
back.
I'm not too sure how he has spawned his team. Now, Zaid, I'm looking at their ages. So, Mr. Daniel, Ahmad Daniel is 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Salman Mirza's 31.
Yes.
Sufyan's, only 25. I don't mind these youngsters. I think
Mm-hmm.
one guy they should have at least brought on for this tour. I mean, the flight from Pakistan to Bangladesh maybe a few hours. You're still in South Asia. You must give Ali Raza. I think this was a time to kind of put him in the squad. Even if you don't play him, just put him in the 15 man, just so he can get that exposure. Instead you're bringing in a guy who's already 31 and 28. I mean, 28 still not too old, but it's just the fact that You know how it
Yeah,
works.
Vasa, you're making a great point, especially when you look uh on paper at this team, right? And it's kind of lacking pace bowling. Your three a trio pacers are not in the squad. Naseem, Shaheen, and Haris Rauf. So you are feeling a void there, and I think your most senior pacer here is either Abbas Afridi or Fahim Ashraf. Which, if I'm a team, that's not really a match winning combination. So I think having Ali Raza at least in the 15 and maybe giving him a game or two would definitely be a good starting point for his career. Just test him on the international stage and see how he's doing. I mean, he did extremely well in the PSL, so I mean, why not in Bangladesh? Similar type of wickets as well. So you made a good point. Any of the guys that are missing out, any concerns there? I mean, Shadab with injury and Haris Rauf with injury, but are you surprised to see no Shaheen again and no Naseem Shah?
No, 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 no. Yeah, I think this was super well thought out by the PCB because I think this tour of Bangladesh was just announced maybe like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, because the
Yeah.
plan was, you did play Bangladesh at home, I think in May. I think in May
Yes.
or right, I think it was the end of
Yeah. May.
May, right? It was May, right? Yeah, yeah. So you had that series, and then the next one was gonna be here against West Indies. So if I recall, I think they just adding this in, super
Yeah.
short notice, last minute type of series. And listen, it's 3 matches. I think the approach is good though because the three guys we usually do rely on, Haris is out for injury, but Shaheen and Naseem, like, are they performing the way they should be? A, no. And B, we need to see who else we have on the team, right? So I think with what they did, honestly, I give them props for this. Because, like, God forbid, even if you lose, it's not the end of the world. But that experience you get, that is invaluable for these players and the team in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. I think that you made a good point. This series came up like a month and a half ago. It wasn't like initially on Pakistan Cricket's schedule. They
Mhm.
kind of added it in because the Asia Cup is supposedly supposed to be in September. It hasn't been announced formally. With everything going on between India and Pakistan, I don't know how that's gonna go, but there is supposed to be an Asia Cup that is supposed to be in T20 format in September.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I think as many T20s we can get in before that and kind of test our players, test the bench strength, and see what the young guns have in them. I think it's good. I think even I just read an article that Pakistan was asking West Indies cricket to take out the ODIs that they have planned in the USA West Indies tour and just keep them as T20s because they're just trying to focus on T20s right now because right now the ODI World Cup is in 2027, so it doesn't seem like it makes sense to play ODIs.
Okay, so I'm there with you to an extent. But I saw some stat like online where we've only played maybe I think 6 ODIs, and I forgot the amount of time, but it was astonishing. Like we don't play any ODIs at all. And yeah, the T20 World Cup is coming up in 2026, early 2026. But honestly, I still think that we do need some more games under our belt for ODI because once 2027 comes, it's going to be like you're just going T20, super guns blazing. It's you do need the
Exactly.
two different formats, you know what I'm saying? One's 20 overs, one's 50 overs. Um, Completely different personnel, completely different strategy as well. So, I mean, in my opinion, I don't like this approach they're doing where they sideline, one or two formats which have been ODI and test, and your sole focus is T20. Okay, fine. Sole focus is T20. Where are the results then, though? You know what I'm saying? So it's if you're gonna do that, make sure to qualify past the group stage, first and foremost, and then try and win a damn trophy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's like where I think besides the top three, what's been going on beside England India and Australia, everyone else is kind of basically focusing on T20s. You see so many of the guys right now that are young that are retiring from uh, ODIs, tests, and they're only playing for T20s. And some of the international guys like Nicholas Puran, who's only 29, he retired from West Indies cricket. He doesn't even want to play international cricket anymore. And he was like the leading run scorer for West Indies in T20s, and he's been like a prolific run scorer in T20s. But these guys are making so much money from the leagues that they don't even want to play international cricket anymore. And I feel like that's gonna happen where the T20 brand and the leagues are just gonna take over international cricket. Like you said, Test cricket, right? Pakistan, I think, in the next Test championship cycle is only going to play 8 or 9 Test matches when England, Australia, India are probably going to play around 25 or 26 test matches, right? Pakistan is just not prioritizing tests, which I guess it kind of makes sense. Pakistan has been atrocious at test cricket recently. So what can we do right now? Right now, I guess T20 is on the horizon and they're focusing on that. But you're right. Once 27 hits and we don't have those ODI games under our belt, then we're gonna be like, oh,
You'd
we
be
just
screwed.
didn't play ODIs.
And let me make one more comment too is if you do want to prepare for the 2026 World Cup, which is 20, that's completely fine, right? But that's what you also have the Asia Cup for as well, where, every team in the Asia Cup's at least guaranteed about, 5 to 6 matches within a 2 week span. That's what that
Hmm.
tournament is for. So whenever there's any sort of, World Cup event, whether it's ODI, we have the Asia Cup ODI, where all the Asian teams get together. They play 6 to 8 games, whatever, in a span of 2 to 3 weeks. And likewise, same goes for T20 as well, which is why you have the Asia Cup. So for them to forego ODIs just to get maybe 2 or 3 T20s under the belt against West Indies, I just don't. I simply don't understand it. Even though I kind of see this perspective, but more importantly, I don't agree with that at all. And to be honest, it sucks because I remember 2016. I recall, I think we were ranked number one for
Hmm.
test.
Yeah.
And it was dope, man. When Mispa and the boys would win, they're doing
Do
some
the
clubs.
push-ups. Yes,
Or
sir.
some stuff like that, like Test cricket. I was watching the India England at Lords. It's
That was
sick,
an
man.
epic,
It's like,
epic
dude,
final day, honestly, man.
for
With
the series number three, right? I think it was the third match. Just dude, that
yes.
ending where India needed, I think, 50 something runs. They had 2 wickets, and just seeing that, man, and the sledging going on between India and England, like it was epic. And then our boy Shoaib Bashir
Shoaib
with the
Bashir.
record finger, they didn't give him a visa, and he surely did take his revenge as well. But it just adds more to it, man. I want to play every format.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, and Test cricket, like you said, man. Sometimes when day five, last day,
Bro,
and you
epic.
see that kind of like battle going on, I thought Jadeja was about to pull off one of the greatest victories for India, like overseas. Like the way he was batting, I thought that he was going to be able to take it away, kind of.
Mhm.
And just Shoaib Bashir got that ball to bounce, and Siraj defended it and ended up rolling back on his stumps, which is
And
crazy.
it's so crazy because I think just the day before, 2 days before, when England was batting, I mean, Siraj was talking mad smack.
Oh
Where's
yeah,
your
dude,
baseball?
Siraj.
Where's your baseball? Where's your baseball? And it's like the entire Indian team is sledging. Usually for every team, maybe you have 1 or 2 players, but you're hearing Shubman Gill sledge, in his voice. So they're just
Yeah, yeah,
entirely
no,
so
it's
it's
the
epic,
new
man.
era, dude. It's the
Yeah.
new era. Siraj, Shubman, Rishabh Pant, they're all been sledging, and I mean that series was nice to see. And honestly, I mean, I wasn't mad when England won. I mean, nice to
No, no,
see. Uh,
honestly, I'm gonna be real. I was extremely happy they won. Also is it 2026 next August, England Pakistan Test series in England. Will you go?
honestly, we gotta watch a match at Lord's, so I'm so down. Honestly, I'm like
No,
definitely
oh
down
yeah,
to go.
okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go 100%. All
But
right, yeah.
who's gonna be on the Test team in 2026? That is the question.
Albert
And
House might
who's
be
gonna be the
exciting, yeah.
captain?
So I forgot where I was seeing this. They were throwing out some ideas for captains, but honestly, I think Salman Aliaga should be captain in all three formats.
I saw that, but then a lot of people are saying that like, oh, you shouldn't have one guy be the captain in all three formats. So I heard that Saud Shakil might take over as the red ball captain. So let's see. I was seeing it on Twitter that right now I
I
think
saw
they
that
were
too.
playing a I think they're playing a red ball series and the Shaheen's captain was Saud Shakil. So let's see. But let's shift over to this Bangladesh series that we have a small sample, 3 matches, but Bangladesh is coming off a surprising 2-1 victory over Sri Lanka in Sri Lankan conditions. Sri Lanka is usually really good at home, so I was kind of surprised when I was following the series, watching Bangladesh outplay them at home. So any chance Bangladesh has some upset brewing here against Pakistan?
So Zid, honestly, I wouldn't even coin it an upset if they do end up winning the series, maybe 2-1. I'd
Hmm.
be shocked if they did whitewash Pakistan. But we do have to understand that there are a lot of newcomers on the Pakistani squad. I don't want to coin them as newcomers, but they don't have that exact experience that our main playing 11 has. So even if they win 2-1, I mean, these are the type of series where I don't want to be too harsh on the team because they are trying new. They're trying new combos, new players. But I think I'm more interested to see what the order is going to be.
Yeah,
Openers,
so the
that's going to be
yeah.
pretty
So
interesting.
again, the batting order, right? I think where we're for the first time you're like, damn, there's like a lot of batsmen
It's
and not
depth,
enough
bro.
spots,
Yeah.
right? So right now I was reading the Cricket Info preview. I always do that before the matches, and the batting order that they were showing was Saibzada Farhan, Saim Ayub opening, Mohammad Haris at three. They had Hassan Nawaz at four, Aga at five, no fucker Zaman. So I don't think that's gonna happen. How I would do it, so then I'll go with my order, and then I'd go with you. I would go with fucker Zaman opening, S- uh, Saim Ayub opening with him, Haris at three, um, Saibzada Farhan at five. I mean at four, Aga at five, and Hassan Nawaz at six. That's how I would do my top six. What about you? It's a hard it's a hard equation right now, I think.
Yeah, honestly, Zid, I think I might. Honestly, I'll probably do the same one you have. I would have Bucker and Syme open, Haris one down, Saibzada at four.
Hmm.
And honestly, depending on the situation, if there's only 3 overs left, and the fifth batsman
Oh
comes,
yeah, yeah.
that's when
Depending
I
on
put in
situation,
Hassan
Hassan
Nawaz.
Nawaz
Yeah,
pull him up.
but
Yeah.
obviously, if there's a lot of overs to if there's a lot of overs remaining, I would go fifth with Salman Aliaga, then sixth Hassan Nawaz. I think Hassan Nawaz's role is quite simple. It's sort of like what Iftikhar Ahmed was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Iftimania,
Iftimania,
where
yeah.
just come in 2, 3, 4 overs left, just goddamn smack the ball at that point. Yeah, so I'd probably have him at
Yeah, see,
six as
that's
well.
the thing. I mean, I think Fakhar Zaman is a match winner. You can't just leave him out. As good as Saib Zala Farhan has been, obviously we'd like to have all four of those guys, right? Haris, Saib Zala Farhan, Saim Ayub, and Fakhar Zaman. I mean, there's a world where I see maybe Saibzada Farhan comes one down and Haris comes at four. I think they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, they are in the same way.
And
Yeah,
then
depending on the situation.
uh, I think on these flat wickets you can play all four of these guys. Maybe on some of the more bouncy wickets, maybe on some of the more moving tracks, maybe Farhan misses out, but on the flat wickets, I think Farhan he's seen to be deadly. You could see you saw in PSL and then even against Bangladesh he played really well. But I mean, for the first time, we're seeing in Pakistan in a long time where you're like, oh damn, we have like 4 or 5 guys, and it seems like not enough spots. So Cricket Info is saying that Pakistan, that Fakhar Zaman is probable not to play. I mean, that's the probable lineup that they're giving. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but and then in this series, the all rounders, right? Who are you gonna pick out of? So there's three all rounders that I think are available: Hussain, Talat, Khushdil Shah, Muhammad Nawaz, and Fahim Ashraf.
Name a shoe.
So four. So out of those four, you can pick two, right?
Okay,
Um,
to be honest, I don't have much expertise or knowledge on Hussein.
yeah, he's your Peshawar Zalmi boy. What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean, but I haven't really like.
He's not bad, but I don't think he's gonna make the team in the first game. I'm just gonna quickly jot down my playing 11 today that I think that they're gonna play tomorrow. So I have
Okay,
like
so for
Fakhar
sure though, I
Zaman.
don't want Muhammad Nawaz. I mean, I've seen him play so many. It's just like
Yeah,
I don't think there's any reason to have him in there. I would go Kushtil and Hussein at that point, to be honest. But I've seen so much of Fahim Ashraf in the past like 18 months.
yeah,
Um, Not even 18. Just the past like 6 months. Six, right? Yeah, 6 months. Honestly, I'd probably go Hussein just to see what he has in him. International wise, and I'll go Khushtil Shah because no matter what anybody says about Khushtil, he can freaking smack the ball.
yeah. No, you made a good point. So
He can smack
I
it.
don't think I don't think they're gonna go with Hussein Talat in the first game. I think they're still gonna stick with Fahim Rana Ashraf. You know he's a BPL legend.
Oh my
He's
god! Sorry, wait, put him in there, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. I mean, dude, how are you gonna go against the BPL
Yeah,
Hall
you're
of
right.
Famer himself? Um, he's got a proven track record in Bangladesh. So I mean, yeah, I'm just uh, putting down my team real quick, seeing who they're gonna pick here.
So
Uh,
the only reason I said I didn't want Fahim to play was just simply off the fact is that we know how he plays, right? Um, and which is why I also don't want to see Muhammad Nawaz play because this is one of those series where you want to try out new guys, see how they do on the international stage, which was always, which is why I'm keen on seeing how Hussein does.
yeah,
But
he's an all-rounder. He can give you a little bit with the ball as well. So let's see. So how I have my playing 11 for tomorrow. You can see if you want to make any changes, but I would have Fuckers and Saima Ayub opening, Haris one down, Saib Zada Farhan two down, Salman Ali Agha at five, Hassan Nawaz at six, Kushdil at seven, Fahim Ashraf at eight, Abbas Afridi at nine, Salman Mirza, the debutant, at 10, and Sufyan Mukim as my spinner. So that gives you four basically like full-time bowlers kind of, and then uh two part-timers with Salman Ali Agha and Kushtil to make up your four overs between those two. So that's how I would play them. Uh, if there was Shadab available, then I would throw Shadab in that mix as well instead of Sufyan Makim. But with this current lineup, that's what I would go with.
so you're saying Salman Mirza and Abbas Afridi are your two main fast bowlers, okay?
And
So you're like,
Fahim, you forgot he opens
no,
with
no,
the new
okay,
ball too sometimes.
I mean, fuck, man. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Fahim can give you, he can give you all
Fahim
four, to
is
be honest,
Yeah,
but
Fahim is gonna give you four. He has to bowl four overs. I mean, with the squad that they took,
so with this
there's
squad,
no other
yeah.
option. Yeah, there's no other option. Fahim Ashraf has to be a four over bowler in this, and he's gonna play tomorrow. There's no way he doesn't.
No, yeah, okay, so you
And
got Fahim doing four, Abbas doing four, you got
uh,
the debutant
so
Sulman Mirza,
yeah, he's a left
four.
arm quick bowler. Four, yeah.
Okay, then
Sufyan
you got
Mukim is gonna give
with
you the
four.
four,
Okay,
and
so
then
you got
either if Kushdil is bowling well or Saman Aliaga is bowling well,
oh that's
and you have Saim Ayub as well, who can do
yeah,
the
honestly it's not
carom and
bad.
the
Yeah.
off break. So within Kushdil, Saim, and Aga, you got to split four overs. Whoever's bowling the best on the day. For this series, I think this is the lineup that you should play for the first two games at least. If you win the first two games, then mix it up and play some of the younger guys. But I think this is the team. And honestly, for the T20 World Cup or the Asia Cup, the top six guys I think should be this. I don't see Rizvan or Babur coming back in the T20 side at least for the Asia Cup.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know
I
if you heard the rumor that Mike Hessen was telling Babar Azam that he should start keeping maybe. Did you hear that?
wait, I saw that, but I didn't know if it was true or not. Was it
And
true?
no, apparently it was a rumor, and then they struck it down that no, that was never a thing.
Yeah, it
Even
just can't happen.
Cricinfo wrote an article on that like, oh no, it was a rumor that um Hassan told Bob Razum to start like keeping so he could make the squad as like a backup keeper or something. But I don't in this case right now I just don't see Babar or Rizwan coming back into the fold for T20s. I think right now with the young ones that are playing the more attacking cricket,
The
I just
so
don't see them coming back.
the only way I see him coming back if is Saib Zada Farhan he completely shits the bed. If he like shits the bed in Asia Cup, I'm talking about like
Yeah,
forfeit matches, then I think
yeah, I feel
they'll get
like
Babur.
that, or maybe if Fakir or Saim Ayub gets injured, then
Get
maybe you
hurt,
bring
then yeah, yeah.
Barbara.
Then if that,
Maybe
yeah, the only
Barbara
way I see
Azam
that is
comes
Saib
in
Ayub.
to open or something like that. But then you have to tell them like, man, the first six overs you gotta, because right now with the mentality that Pakistan's been playing in the last series, which we saw, small sample size, and again against Bangladesh, but the first six overs they were going like super hard, which you like to see. I feel like the first six overs you have to go hard, and that's what I like to see with Salman Aliaga, his leadership, and he doesn't care about his own runs. Like you said, based on situations, some games he might not even bat. He'll give the other guys chances,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He doesn't care about the numbers, which is nice to see. So yeah, we have a match tomorrow. The timings kind of suck. For me, it's 7 a.m. Central Time. For you, it's 5 a.m. Just a couple key players for Bangladesh. I think Pakistan should watch out for a couple of the young guys. One batsman, Tawheed Ridoy. He's a attacking batsman for Bangladesh. He's got the shots. He scored a little bit in the Sri Lankan series, and then Tanzeed Hassan. He's another young batsman. This is like Bangladesh's new wave, right? We're gone with the Shakibs. We're gone with the
No,
Mushfiqur
bro, he's been playing for
Rahims.
years.
Yeah, we're gone
Crazy,
with
yeah,
the Mushfiqur
crazy.
Rahims. We're gone with the Tamim Iqbals. So these are the new guys. And then another guy who's kind of under the radar, but dude, he's a pretty good hitter. Jakir Ali. These are the three guys that I would say watch out for Bangladesh. Um, they went with an unchanged squad. So
Wait, is
my
my boy?
prediction,
Sorry, is my boy Leighton Das playing or no?
Litin Das is playing and he's your captain, sir. He's
Bro,
the captain of
that
the
guy can
T20 team.
strike. Bangladesh was playing India, I think. They were
Yeah,
playing
yeah, I know
India.
what you're talking about.
He put on a
The
masterclass, bro.
Champions Trophy match, I think, right?
Dude,
Where
I'm
he was
talking about
playing really well.
insane. He was going
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, some of these Bengali guys, like the batsmen, they have a lot of the shots. They're like very nice. Like they have the shots. It's just the temperament isn't there or the work ethic isn't there. I feel like they've had some really good players, man, like Shakib, Mushfiqur, Mahmudullah, Tamim Iqbal, but I just feel like they just never put it together to like kind of make it to the next.
Yeah, could kind of put them over the hump. Also, Zaid, is their fast bowler playing Rana?
Nahid Rana is I don't think he's in the squad. They have Mustafizur. They have um a couple of the other guys. I don't know if Tuscan Ahmed is not playing, but another guy, Tanzid. His name is Tanzid too. I'm blanking on his last name, but he's a pretty good quick bowler. But yeah, they have their team is not as experienced as it was either. Another guy they have is a leg spin bowler, Rashad Hussain, who is playing PSL. He's pretty decent. Um, but yeah, let's see. My prediction for this series is Pakistan's gonna whitewash. Um, I don't know about you. You want to give your prediction?
Honestly, I think it'll be 2-1, 2-1 us.
Okay, 2-1 Pakistan. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I
maybe
mean,
they may win the first two, and then we'll see what they play in the third match.
okay, yeah, let's see. I mean, I don't know why, but I just have high expectations for my guy Salman Ali Agha. He's a
Oh,
fearless
you
leader,
love
and
Sag, bro.
dude, I've been
You
a
have.
huge fan, and honestly, what made me a fan of his is not even watching him in T20s or ODIs. It's watching him in Test cricket when he
Test
was
cricket.
batting. Yeah, he in Test he bats at 7, and he was batting with the tail and everything, and just had that fighting attitude. So I was like, man, this guy should be and then I remember talking with a couple of my cousins and a couple of our friends and be like, yo, he should be in the T20 team too. And they're like, no, you can't have him, Bob or Rizwan, which is right. You can't. But he's the best one out of the three right now, I think that suits Pakistan cricket. So I'm just a huge fan, and hopefully let's keep this Pakistan high going, you know. We don't want it to kind of be a roller coaster, you know, like just keep going up right now. The
Wait, my
trajectory needs
question
to
was,
stay up.
wait, but do you remember the 2023 ODI Asia Cup where we're playing India and he got hit with the ball in his eye?
Yeah, he tried to sweep and he top
Sweet,
edged the
yeah.
ball and
Oh,
it
yeah.
busted his eye. And then for some reason after that Asia Cup, he didn't get a single game in that 2023 World Cup. You remember that? Like they brought him there or but he never got a single game or they just cut him out of the squad,
hmm
which pissed me off. I was like, dude, our batting is struggling. Why aren't they giving him a game, you know? Especially in ODIs. Like
Dude, that
he's
was a
solid.
crazy time, bro. Honestly, that 2023 World Cup was insane. Just the fact that like we were playing in India, like now I look back and I'm like, damn, like
That's
can't
probably
believe
never gonna
they
happen
they
again.
yeah, it's never gonna happen again. I mean, at least not for the foreseeable future. Honestly, who knows though? We'll see. Speaking of India and Pakistan though,
The
we're
champions, the India Pakistan champions match, which was supposed to happen tomorrow morning, and we wanted to watch it. We were texting about it earlier,
yeah, I
and
was
then
close
all
to
of a
the
sudden on Twitter I read a thing: India Pakistan match canceled, boycotted by Indian players. I'm like, what the hell? So then I'm like researching like on Cricket Info. I didn't see anything on there. Then I googled, and then they were like, yeah, a couple of the players, Harbhajan, Shikhar Dhawan, Suresh Raina boycotted. But honestly, Vasa, you give your input on it. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, they're not even playing. It's They're older guys that are playing. They're playing. They're playing in a league for money. I mean, the league is losing money and probably won't. The league will not like continue if both of these teams are protesting games against each other. Like people watch these leagues just for that India Pakistan match. Like last year, the final was an India Pakistan final because they were the two best teams. So I mean, give your input on it. Honestly, it doesn't make any sense for me.
well, I think first and foremost let's make it clear that both teams are not protesting. It's just one
Yeah,
side of us.
The India team is boycotting. Yeah,
India team is, they're the ones who bring this unneeded attention, and they like to play spoiler as if it's a privilege to play India. No, no, it's not. I mean, every team's there to play. You knew that Pakistan was on the schedule. Despite that, to appease to a certain faction of your population, you announce 12 hours, 18 hours before the match is supposed to take place that your top players are going to boycott Pakistan. How is that helping in any way?
It
What
isn't.
solution does that bring you? All that does is just fake PR, just to appease again to a small faction of the population. I don't understand it. Um,
And it's creating more divide, Vase, right? Wouldn't it be better for both India and Pakistan if they have a game, they're friendly about it, they shake up after the game, they celebrate together, you know? That would make that, if anything, that would reduce the tensions, or I don't think there is much tension right now. I
yeah,
mean, it's
compared to
kind of
2 months
simmered
ago.
down.
No, it has simmered
Yeah.
down a ton. And I find it ironic that you announced that you're gonna boycott this match when there's 80% chance of a washout. I mean, if you read the weather report, there's 80% chance of rain throughout the entire match. So again, are you really doing it to boycott Pakistan, or are you doing it to appease a faction of the population? And more importantly, Harbhajan Singh, these players. I mean, I don't know if you saw the pictures from last month, a few weeks ago. Shahid Afridi sitting down with the ex-BCCI chairman and now the head of the
Mm-hmm.
ICC, Jay Shah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot where exactly they were, but they were sitting next to each other, having a good conversation, having a good time. So it's like off screen, off PR, you're friends. But as soon as like the lights and cameras turn on, oh no, Pakistan this, Pakistan that. I don't I don't know. And to be honest, let's see what they do when the Asia Cup comes. They can talk all strong and mighty, but when push comes to shove, there's one thing
Man,
unfortunately that rules the world, and that's money. And are you really not
yeah,
going
and
to go
India,
Pakistan?
are you not gonna play India Pakistan, especially in the Asia Cup when it can happen
Exactly.
3 to 4 times, right?
Times.
That game's gonna. How much money are both? How much money is India willing to lose? Because Pakistan obviously doesn't have any
Yeah,
issues, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Like we'll play in Sri Lanka. That's I mean, and that's fair because we had the Champions Trophy hosted, and you guys didn't play in Pakistan. Um, so now there's no way that Pakistan should play in India, right? I hope there's no like in 2023, right? They Pakistan kind of like bent the knee and kind of played in India, even though I don't think they wanted to, but they kind of did, like just showing good faith, I guess. But when it came to the Champions Trophy, India just completely outright said no, So
And what was interesting to say about that is 1 month prior to the 2023 World Cup, which took place in India, that entire Asia Cup was supposed to take place in Pakistan.
yep,
India backed out a month prior. At that point, I think there isn't anything above self-respect, and you should have shown at least a shred of self-respect and told them we're not going. If you can shift those matches, I know the two cricket boards are completely different, the ACC and the ICC, but if India has that much power to do that there, you can tell them we don't feel safe in India, we're not going to play any of the matches in India. Have them in Sri Lanka
exactly.
just like you did. But again, you're right, they did bend the knee. And I hope this time that we take a firm stance. They
Yeah,
attacked
that
the stadium too. I mean, I don't know if you saw if you saw the videos, the pictures, bro. Like, I mean, they claimed to blow the entire thing up,
dro-
which is completely false.
drone attack
Which is
on the Rawalpindi Cricket Stadium. Yes, I
yeah,
remember.
so it's just I think at that point you have to show some self-respect, not only for yourself but for the entire 240 million Pakistanis.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, cricket and politics obviously are they're two separate things, but they kind of go together. But
For sure.
in this case, that the Champions game, that boycotting
How
that
can you
should
beat
makes no
India and
sense, right?
Pakistan? It doesn't have
These
anything
are
to do.
these are these are former players that all hang out with each other off screen, like you said, right? Harbhajan Singh, Shahid Afridi, Hafiz, and a lot of these guys, right? They're cool with each other. Why are you boycotting the game, right? You could have had a game which is in England, it's a neutral venue, had a friendly game, which is not really even an international level game, right? It's more of a older, like guys who've retired league kind of game. Had a game, played a good match, and kind of just shook up with each other and showed good faith, right? That guys were kind of simmering down here, and we're interacting with each other and have no bad blood, right? But instead you're boycotting the game, making somehow this relevant again, that India Pakistan are back at it again. So it really doesn't make any sense, but
I
I
think the
guess
interesting Tuesday is okay. This has nothing to do with the PCB and the BCCI.
It doesn't.
Literally nothing at all. There's no
Yeah.
relation at all with either cricketing boards, which are state entities, right? Nothing to do with that at all. This is literally me, like hypothetically speaking, it's me hosting a game, me getting all my friends together, right? Whatever,
Hmm.
from every area, every city, every state, whatever, we come together. And one team refuses to play because, oh, he's from that country. And you know we're gonna play each other. It's on the damn schedule. So why this goddamn drama? This hysteria you always create.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
A-
And dude, I'm
And
gonna
what
tell you
doesn't
this,
make
they were gonna get their shit rocked too. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, they were gonna lose.
They were
And let me
gonna
tell you
lose.
something. Last year the final was India Pakistan, right? Because they're the two best teams in this tournament. They're like the two teams that actually send like the big names, right? Like a lot like England, Australia, these guys don't have like the big names that are playing. Um, but like if the final happens where it's India Pakistan, like are they gonna boycott again or like at
Exactly.
that point the league is gonna shut down, right?
Yeah,
Because
honestly,
they're gonna
yeah.
lose money. This is the money maker. This is what everyone comes to see. Like, even if it's a champions, like older players playing, like that stadium tomorrow was gonna be sold out in England.
No, and one thing to say is what benefit do you get out of this? You had your Operation Sindoor, right? It was so successful. Why the hell do you want to still boycott? Like, think about it, right? You
Yeah,
had your crazy
there is
operation.
no benefit, right? I mean, it's just showing that, like, oh, we're patriots, I guess. That's what they're trying to say. Like, oh, we love India so much that we've boycotted a game against Pakistan that has no relations to
I mean,
ICC. It's just like a small league that is paying players a little bit of money to play and put on a show in England.
honestly, the two guys that piss me off the most are Irfan Pathan, and I don't even know what the other what the other brother's name is.
Yusuf Pathan, yeah.
Yusuf Pathan.
Yeah,
I
those guys
mean,
piss me off.
dude, there's one quote that comes to mind, which I won't even repeat, that the great Qaid Azam said, if you know, you know. And I know, I
Yes.
think you know what I'm talking about, but
I know, I know.
yeah.
I won't say it, but yeah, we had a good conversation here. I think we'll cut it off here and let's see what happens with Pakistan and Bangladesh game one tomorrow. Excited to see that. I think we'll give you guys a review of the series um after the three matches are over. We'll kind of give a rating on Pakistan's performance and what they need to do to improve and what they've done well.
Zayed, one quick question for you. There was a video circulating on social media of King, and I think this was last month or maybe a month and a half ago. It may have been on Eid. I don't remember exactly when it was, but he was coming out of the mosque or he was on the road, and some guy was trying to take a picture with him, and he just snapped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
He
Babar
he
just
had
snapped.
Yeah. So he's going through some bad PR lately. I think he's been getting mad at a lot of the fans, and I think he's just showing frustration that like he's not being selected in the teams and stuff like that. And people, I mean, he's still a big name. People still love him in Pakistan. So I think he just has to handle it better and and just that's giving him bad PR, right? Showing that like he's a bad
100%,
person.
man. Yeah, honestly, it's giving him horrible PR. And there was one other story he posted, I think a few hours ago. I don't know if you saw that one.
No, I did not see him. I don't follow him on Instagram. I'm sorry. What did he post?
Some guy with that machine thing where they just like they
Yeah,
chuck
yeah,
the ball
yeah, yeah.
and he hits a shot.
Okay.
I'm not too sure what the point of that story was.
He's working
Uh,
hard. That's what he's trying to show. That the
and
comeback is on.
he posted one right now too, about 21 hours ago of him doing a jump on like
Yeah, the box
those
jumps. Yeah.
boxes, yeah, the box cylinders. He was doing a jump and the video ends. Let's see what happens to him, bro. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, for me, the country comes first, and I'm content with the top six. Top six is heavy. Even we can literally bat up to eight.
Yeah, yeah.
We
If
can
we have
back up the game,
Shadab
so that's nice. Yeah.
and you're forgetting our all-rounder Shaheen Shah. Sometimes if you want to pull him up to 4 or 5, you never know
And
when
for this
he's.
season, I'm hoping that him having, these 2 months off, it does well for himself, for his mental health, and especially for his knees.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I mean Shaheen had a really good PSL actually,
he
and
did.
one thing that I did mention I think after the PSL was like we saw that like after he won the PSL, he wasn't like happy like how he was in years before, like when he won the PSL. Like he was very
That
like
was his shit. Yeah. Hmm.
serious attitude. Like, man, this is real. I need to work my way back into Pakistan, into the setup, and be a better team player. So, I'm excited for this new setup, man. Like I said, and you said before, team comes first. Let's hope the team is doing well. Individual statistics, individual rankings, I think should be put second. And let's,
We give a shit about those. Yeah, man. We've had years, maybe 3 years of our top batsmen being number one, number two. Like at the end, where did that get us? What did we achieve out of it? We didn't get anything. We didn't get any trophies. We didn't win any big matches. All that happened is they just filled up their pockets. Like,
yeah.
they
I
filled up
mean,
their
since
pockets.
22, right? 22, we made the T20 final, right? But even after that, Babra Azam, Rizwan, they've stayed like in the top 10 of T20 um and ODI rankings. But like after that 22 um that 22 World Cup, the T20 World Cup final, I don't think Pakistan's won a major match after that. It's been all downhill since then.
No, and after that 22 World Cup, they haven't even qualified for the group stages for any ICC events.
Yep. So
Like, outside the group stage, yeah.
so
Damn, man.
let's see, man. We got a big couple months coming up, and
Also, this last question, bro. You think they're gonna take the same 15 to here, or they're gonna add Shaheen Naseem?
to for the West Indies tour. No, I think for the West Indies tour, Shaheen's definitely going to be in. I see Hardest Rofe, if he's back for injury, he's going to be in. I don't know about Naseem, man. His form, his T20 form especially, has been so disappointing. PSL, which he usually is like elite in, he was so bad this year,
This
and
one of this, and I think he
he
needs to like
just
lose
doesn't
weight.
seem, the control doesn't seem there, the pace doesn't seem there. It just all seems off. Out of the three right now of Harish, Shaheen, and Naseem, right now, Naseem Shah is the lowest, has a low stock in my book, and then I would have Shaheen and then Haris are like pretty much even right now for me.
They're neck and neck.
But no, man, Vase, thank you. It's been good catching up. We haven't spoken in a while just about what's going on in the cricket world and in general in the sporting world. Marcus Smart to the Lakers, baby. All